What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another reverse 1999 video. Alright guys, we are on the main account. I did a poll for the first showcase that you guys wanted to see. We had Pavia, we had Lasaurus, I believe we had a couple other units, and everybody voted for Balloon Party. So because I don't use 5-stars or 6-star characters on my challenge account, I had to log into my main account, and I'm going to show you guys the ultimate breakdown of my personal favorite healer in the game, Balloon Party. Now let's go into the crew and I'll show you guys where mine's at. So level 50 inside 2, we're going to do a complete bang breakdown of the entire unit and then show you guys gameplay and how she should be used and where and why. Okay, so first off, level 50 inside 2. So you guys can see here inside 3 is available for level 5s. I personally don't think it's needed, but we're going to go over the inside first. It's called Bang Bang Balloons. So inside 1, when a round starts, gets 1 party balloon, triggers up to 3 times. So this is what she gets personally, not the other units. We'll talk more about that later. Inside 2, when she enters the battle, healing done is plus 10%. And then reach inside 3 to claim the following. The balloon party acquired when a round begins becomes permanent. Normally what Balloon Party does is it deals Balloon Party reality defense times 100% Genesis damage to the attacker minus 1 stack after trigger. Essentially what Inside 3 does is when they attack you, that Balloon Party doesn't leave. It actually just stays that round, and then the next round another one pops up, and then when they attack you again, there is no minus 1 stack. It just remains as it is for the entire round. Okay, so that's what the permanent part means. So this is up to you whether you think it's valuable. I don't think it's worth putting all that material into Inside 3, so I think Inside 2 is more than sufficient for her. All right, moving on to her actual kit. So we'll start off with the ultimate here called Good Kids, Bad Adults. It's a mass attack, and this actually does hit everybody, not just 2 enemies. Deals 250% reality damage, so she is a reality damage dealing unit to all enemies. Gives 1 balloon of innocence and 1 party balloon to all allies. HP plus lost HP times 20% for the ally with the lowest HP. So she does heal the lowest HP ally by 20% of their HP lost. And you guys can see here, Balloon of Innocence, damage taken reduction is 25% for that hit. After the caster is attacked, HP lost times 20%. This will be increased if you get her portrait up. Balloon Party deals, like I did before, Balloon Party's reality defense times 100%. Genesis damage to the attacker, loses the 1 stack after they get hit. Okay, so this is a really, really powerful survival ultimate, but it actually does almost no damage. Again, you'll see that in gameplay mode, okay? Her actual attack is called Pinata, where she puts somebody in a pinata, pops them up, and blows it up. It's kind of cool, actually. So the basic one is 1 target deals 160% reality damage. If the target has Party Balloon or Balloon of Innocence, this attack enjoys 50% penetration rate. As you increase here, the penetration rate stays the same, but the damage goes up pretty heavily, right? You got up to 400% on that. And again, I'll show you guys each of these ones in the actual gameplay. And then lastly, her heal, Coughing Weirdo. The normal 1-star actually does a mass heal, giving people back HP lost times 25%. But when you get to the 2 and 3-star, it actually adds another layer of complexity to the heal. What it does is it does mass counter instead. It gives you HP lost up to times 40% for all allies, but also gains 1 or 2 balloon parties depending on how many stars you have. Now, the cool thing with her, and the reason why I think she's one of the best healers in the game, or probably the best healer in the game in my opinion, is she doesn't scale off of attack. She's the only healer in the game that gives you HP, lost HP times 40% versus attack times whatever the case may be. So she does not scale off of attack. She only focuses on lost HP, in my opinion, making her the better healer out of all of them here. And then you can see here the portray here, as you increase it, Good Kids, Bad Adults increases the effect to 20% for the lowest ally. Number 2, Pinata does more penetration up to 70%. Coughing Weirdo increases healing 30, 35 to 45% for all allies, depending on the star level. The Good Kids, Bad Adults increases damage to 300%, and then lastly increases the lost HP up to 30% rather than the 20%. Okay, so very important to note, the healing will increase here depending on what you do, and a little bit more damage. Now, as in Resonates, you want to build her defensively because everything in terms of her true damage scales off defense, right? So you actually want as much defense as you can. So you might want to readjust some of this to give her a little bit more defense, mental defense, and reality defense. I mean, realistically, I believe she only goes off of reality, if I recall. Let's go back here. Yeah, reality defense. So try to give her as much reality defense as you can, because then your actual balloon party counter will make a pretty big difference. Now, in terms of where she belongs in teams, she can go on absolutely any team and be a complete powerhouse for healing and the counter for a balloon party, and also provide you some sustainability. All right, guys, we've talked about her kit. Let's jump into the gameplay and look at that and actually show you guys the moves and how they work inside the actual game modes. Alright guys, before we get into the battle, I want to talk about psychubes real quick and which ones scale best for her. Now there are two major ones here. One you're looking at right now called Laughter and Laughter, which is a free 5-star that you get through doing Beginning of Tale. This one's great because it does damage reduction for her, and it also stacks healing with every round, and it can stack up to 4 times, right? So this one does take a little bit of time to build up, but overall it does provide her a little bit more damage reduction for survivability. Now the other option is a 6-star called the Inquisitive Deer. Now that one gives you upfront healing at 12%, I believe, if I recall, maybe 11%. So it gives you a lot more healing to start with. But the problem with that one is the amplification aspect of it increases further if you have any debuffs that the unit does. In her regard, she has no debuffs. It's only counter, heal, attack, and balloon party, right, which is also a buff. So it's up to you which way you want to go. I don't think it's worth having a 6-star choice at the moment for that one. In the future, perhaps you can put it back on her, or there'll be better ones that get released. But right now, I think Laughter and Laughter is a good option for her. So that's what I have equipped. So there's my team Eternity. I have Cornbloom. I have Balloon Party, and then Afasuniki does my backup. So let's jump in here, and I'm going to show you guys every single skill, how they work, and we're going to focus strictly on her, okay? So you guys can see here, Pinata already has a little arrow up. What that means is when you have Balloon Party or Balloon of Innocence, it does a 50% penetration attack. So we'll go ahead and start off with that attack there. We'll go ahead and do health as well. You guys can see here that the last 1-star is only HP loss recovery. So we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and do Eternity here, and we'll build up a little bit more. So there you go, Pinata, 1,059 damage. And there is Balloon Party, which does a heal. Nobody got healed, obviously, because we have full health. Again, I just want to show you guys the skill. Pinata. So Pinata now does 240% damage with 50% penetration. You guys can see here, she does have the Balloon Party icon right there, which every time she gets hit will reduce one of these and cause damage to the opponent. So again, we can go ahead and do this one this time. Do this. And then we'll do another heal, okay? So here you guys can see this time the heal itself. And this time, remember, the healing is based off of HP loss. So you guys can see it's a fairly decent amount of healing. And it all depends on how much HP the unit lost. And that's how much they're going to get healed by, right? So it does matter. The more HP loss, the better the heal will be. There's the third Balloon Party, right? And this time we can go ahead and kill one of these opponents. And hopefully build up her ultimate for the next round. And show you guys how that works as well, okay? Let's kill this opponent. You guys can see here they just recovered, right? Okay, so now we have a heal. I'm going to go ahead and boost that heal and make it into a counter so you guys can see how the counter works, all right? So we're going to go ahead here, generate one of these. Now the way it works is you guys see health becomes counter. Now what that does is mass counter HP loss is 30% rather than, I believe, 20. And for all allies, we gain 1 Balloon Party. So we're going to go ahead and perform that. We'll do Eternity's move. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Before we do that, let me just make sure everyone's attack is a little lower. There we go. Counter, and then that. Now you're going to see here, everyone's going to receive a counter icon, right? They're going to get their own little Balloon Party, 1, 2, 3. And every time they get hit now, they're going to cause Genesis damage based on their defense to the opponents, okay? So that's very important to note that. Watch this. You'll see, there you go, 645, 645. So it's great on AoE especially because all those things hit hard, right? And then lastly, we can show you guys the ultimate. Now this is going to be a couple things. We're going to go ahead and cast this, all right? So we're going to go ahead and kill this guy real quick before he kills one of us. So Balloon Party does almost no damage. You guys can see here the animation, but look at the damage. It's very minuscule, right? But what it does is it gives a couple things. Balloon of Innocence to all 3 units, right? You guys can see in a second what this does here once this opponent's dead. Right? Balloon of Innocence does the following. Damage taken reduction plus 25% after the caster is attacked. They gain HP back, and that will remove the stack. Balloon Party, you already know what that does, obviously, right? So everybody gets 1 stack of that, which is really nice, obviously, making it a lot more viable to have around for any team because great for tanks, great for DPS, great for healers, right? So that you can't go wrong with Balloon Party in any possible group. So there you guys have it, guys. I just want to show you guys how she works. Again, she is a plug-and-play unit, probably, in my opinion, the best healer in the game still. I still like her more than Medicine Pocket personally, but some people will obviously prefer him. You guys can see how that works there. You guys see the healing recovery there from the Innocence, and you guys saw the opponent taking damage from that, right? So there you guys have it. Remember, plug and play. Put her on any team and she will absolutely thrive. Try to build a little bit more defensive side so the counters do more damage. But outside of that, guys, amazing healer. My opinion, best one in the game at the moment. All right, guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.